Hey everybody, one sec, we're just getting loaded up here. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey,
Welcome.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. There's a little bit of an echo, but we can hear you.
Yeah, our meeting room isn't soundproofed yet.
Oh, good. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. We are here for week 3 of the Arbitrum Arcade. I am Jack Fitzpatrick from Off-Chain Labs, joining as a contributor to the Arbitrum ecosystem. We will be joined by our beloved Eli, the community lead at the Arbitrum Foundation, in just a little bit. But we are also stoked to be having this session hosted by Pachara. So happy to let you introduce yourself. And we also have Yurchax joining us from the Zverse team, which will be the first game that we're showcasing today. We also have Knights of the Ether and Cosmic Battle on the menu for today. So very excited. Pachara, I'll let you introduce yourself if you like.
Nice. Thank you so much, by the way. I'm excited to be here. Just a quick intro of myself. My name is Pachara. I'm a video content creator. Been a gamer all my life since I was 6, and my mom got me a PS1 and never looked back. And here we are. Been in Web3 since 2021. Went straight into Web3 gaming, so I've seen it come from a long way. And I'm just happy to be here to support the ecosystem. So yeah.
Yeah, love it. Yurchax, you want to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah. Hey guys, my name's Arthur. I lead partnerships over in Zverse. Previously been doing some community stuff as well and marketing and so on, but now I've been mainly focusing on setting up this arcade part for ourselves as well as our treasure harvester campaign that's been on since last week now.
Awesome. Love it. Well, Pachara, I think the best way to do this is probably just to have you load up Zverse, and we can just have you play for a bit and talk a little bit about the game while you're jamming.
Just gonna present my screen. Share screen. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, let me know if you can see this. Oh,
There we go.
it's disconnected. Is the sound okay for you? It's not too noisy.
Maybe turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Okay, let me just turn it down. But I think I need to go through this first before I can turn it down.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, let's get into it. I didn't want to spoil myself, so I just waited.
I guess before we completely jump in, maybe Arthur, do you want to just like set the table for us? Assume the listener is like starting from square one with Zverse. Maybe just let them know what it is that they're about to get themselves into.
Yeah, so Zverse is a monster tamer RPG. It's set in an indigenous fantasy world. As you can see in front of yourselves, there's a spirit. Her name is Kaya, and she's kind of the lead guide in Zverse. You'll see her in our socials and in the game, and in the background you see our land, basically, or the current state of it. And it looks like there's a lot of stuff because over the last kind of year, we've had lots of campaigns that have populated the land with various artifacts, NPCs, different ways to interact with the land and so on. And so this right now is the first tutorial. And what Kai is going to have you do is go straight to the dungeons to kind of try out your first battles.
All right, I'm gonna get started then.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're in Zverse now, so welcome. Ooh. By the way, this is just really random, but this is probably the first time I'm seeing it. I used to have glasses. I just got LASIK, so seeing games now in like full 4Ks. It's crazy.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, so it's nice to be one of the first games to try out.
Yeah.
Nice
So,
local game for you.
so now you get to choose your first Z. It's our version of the monsters or Pokemons. So currently there's 4 types: uh, fire, grass, water, and then there's a neutral one. And we're actually very soon we're introducing a bunch of new ones as well as evolutions. And so here you can just choose your first one. I suggest taking Chomp,
Okay,
the one
cool.
on
I
the
was
right.
gonna go for Chomp as well.
He's a shark, or supposed to be. And there's each of them is going to have several evolutions as well. And we're introducing the first ones very soon.
Nice. You'll get into community. Now let's get going. Let's not waste time. Our little Z, who was carrying on invaluable egg, got kidnapped. We're at the Great Evil. Ooh. Let me know about is there a settings button by any chance?
So it should be there, but it's you'll see it after you complete the tutorial because the UI is disabled until then.
Ah.
But,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we should have it at least for the sound and everything else.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. I see there's fishing. A big fisher. So I'm definitely gonna come back to that. Ah, okay. I think I got
And one thing to note for folks watching on, Zverse is live for mobile as well. So if you're a
Yes.
mobile gamer and that's your strong preference, it's a good game for you.
Yeah, Android, iOS, and also on desktop through Epic Games, you can find it there as well.
I love that you have so many different options for people to access the games. I think it's really important for for gamers in general.
Yeah, it comes with its own set of problems and challenges. And ultimately, we'd like to move away from the browser. Browser was simply the first thing we started with because, especially like, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, if you had crypto people download anything, they would be very kind of skeptic to do it. And so browser has been the way, but just the performance wise and everything else, desktop is definitely our goal.
Yeah, I get you. I think for me as a gamer, my preferences is like browser just because it's so accessible. Epic Game Store or Hyperplay, like anywhere I can download the game where I can feel safe, and then mobile, and then like downloading it from a client. Okay, so I've been trying to hit it. I use this. What's this one? Direct attack, fishy business.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay, so it shoots water. Ooh. Okay. It dropped some V tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. This is how it's used later on.
And so that's V token is the main economy token, the main in-game token. It's also tradable already, but they have to be withdrawn from the game in order to trade them. But people can still get them on like a decentralized exchange to import them into the game. To deposit them. And then this summer, later on, we're going to have our kind of big ecosystem token launch as well, which is going to be more of a kind of reserved for high value transactions, and that's going to be investor token and so on. So we have like a dual token economy. So congrats, that's your second Z. In total, for each battle, you'll have 3 of them. So you'll still have to fight for it. Then eventually you get 3 of your Z, and then currently there's 10 in the game. Plus, we've recently launched a few mysterious eggs that are going to have mythic Z in them. And afterwards, we're going to come up with evolutions, and you need 3 Z of the same type and have them leveled up in order to evolve into the next stage with new abilities and so on.
Nice.
Nice. Ooh, okay. So you've gained some experience and you've earned a few V tokens. Let's level up your Z, get stronger, and unlock a new skill.
Arthur, what are some of the things that Z can be used for today?
Yeah, so the main goal of the Z is for you to basically level them up, and receive V tokens and loot from dungeons. And there's a few different game modes. The dungeon you're going through now, it's kind of the main one, where all people begin with, and then we can explore the map after your next battle, because there's also the forge. And then this week we launched our new PvP tournament builder that's being used for our harvester campaign. We've run in quite a few issues with it, because basically our servers got overwhelmed, and our devs are now taking a day or two to adjust the infrastructure. But yeah, we've been expanding our game modes the whole year, and we'll chat about it once you're done here.
I mean, that's a great problem to have.
Yeah. Yeah, so click on can you click the play button behind her?
Yeah. So it says I need to click play, but
Okay, what if you go back?
seems like I'm stuck.
Yeah, maybe it glitched out a little bit. If you refresh, it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me refresh.
So the background you see there, we changed it last week. This is Emberwing. This is basically our harvester beast for treasure. And so with this, I don't know, do you know much about harvesters?
I assume it would be good, I think, if you just gave a high level, probably for the list.
So harvesters in the treasure ecosystem are these mythical beasts from different games. So Bridge World is kind of premier treasure game, the one they started with. Also Knights of the Ether, they're going to have here on later. And Beacon, they all have had their harvesters. And a harvester is basically a gamified way to stake magic. So this is kind of the logic being shown about the game. It's kind of rock, paper, scissors type of thing with elements in the beginning. So yeah, and harvesters are a way for players to stake their magic, but it's not just about throwing in tokens. There's actually a whole system of you first getting these, they're called ancient permits, that give you an allowance of staking up to 2,000 magic. And there's a lot of gamified mechanics around them, and harvesters from different communities compete with each other for this total magic yield every week. And Zverse is getting raised now, and it's basically like a great resource to attract players and so on. But the coolest part is that for the first time, Harvester is actually going to be in-game, and you'll be able to stake your items and stake your magic from within the game. And that's going to be achieved through these embedded wallets. So basically, on the website, in the settings, you'll be able to give your wallet permission to be used within the game. And so kind of whether it's Android, iOS, or Epic Games, you'll be able to interact with smart contracts without signing any transactions and so on.
Nice. This is the boss battle, I assume.
This is the boss, yeah.
Yeah.
The first one.
Definitely the music and the aura has changed. What do you prefer to play this on normally on Zverse? Do you usually play it on mobile? Or?
Since we released the desktop version, and Epic Games have been using that one because you can crank up the graphics. There's several graphics settings as well, and the desktop one allows you to kind of experience it the most.
Nice.
Yeah, so now you got your first egg, and this is going to be your third Z in your team. Before you get it, though, you have to hatch it and go to a hatchery to kind of deposit it and wait for a little bit until it hatches.
Okay. It looks like a fire egg.
Yeah. That's true.
The artwork, by the way, for the Harvester banner, like the transition screen that we saw earlier, you guys crushed it.
Thanks. Yeah. So, like our team, and we usually whenever we have campaigns, we really like releasing teasers, animated teasers and trailers, and you can check out our YouTube afterwards. It's basically like an archive of all of our campaigns that we had, and they're very, very well made because our team is constantly outdoing themselves. So That's always nice to look at. So if you follow the footsteps across the bridge, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's gonna take about 30 minutes. Okay. Ooh, I can link. Let me
Yeah,
see.
but you can do it later as well, because you'll have to do it through the website. And essentially, basically, the reason you need a wallet is both for withdrawing certain items and Z and so on, so you can trade them. But also because we have a few of these different game modes. Basically, like very often when you get loot in the game, it will get directly airdropped to you, right? So without having to sign anything and so on. And it kind of depends from game mode to game mode, and we've been expanding the functionality. But like one of the game modes that we have, you'll see a timer soon. Or do you see a timer right now on the right hand side of your screen? No? No, I don't think so. It
No.
will be. I think you'll see it when you link your wallet. But basically, in a few hours, we'll have this weekly harvest event, which is a mini quest that all players participate in, where the whole environment kind of changes and these corn cobs begin to spawn on the land, and then everybody competes to catch them. And if you catch it, you get a loot box, and then a loot box can contain some gear, some V tokens, a fishing rod, something else. And whenever you open this loot box, everything gets airdropped to your wallet.
That sounds awesome. Well, definitely we'll sign in. I was wondering if they had custodial wallets as well or not.
Yeah, so that's what I meant about the embedded wallets, and what we're going to try out with the harvester is we're implementing treasure login, and we're going to be the first game to kind of try it out, and it works through the third web infrastructure, right? So you'll be able to go into the settings, connect your treasure wallet, and then just give it permission, to use your items and so on, and then you'll be able, like that's the ultimate goal, of course, right? To kind of for new players not to even know that there's blockchain associated with the game until they have like I don't know $100 worth of stuff. At least that's what I imagine is going to be a big pivot point for Web3 gaming, is when it's just a game that you try out and play, and then at some point you just find out that it's a blockchain game because it tells you, hey, you have $100 worth of stuff and you can sell it here, by the way. And that's kind of the effect that we eventually want to go for.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, from me, what I've noticed in my previous live streams and like what I do in Web3 is that I'm more like focused on like gameplay first and then tokens after. So what I try to do is like educate my viewers that are not Web3 native that, this is a game. We don't really talk about the token speculation, but we just show the gameplay. And if they're really interested, they watch a few episodes and like slowly they kind of get into it. If you don't like shove it in their face, like, hey, this is a Web3 or NFT game, they do slowly warm up to it. And it's how you present yourself as well as a streamer, And when they come into my Discord and become more friendly with me, then I can help them like set up their wallets and kind of educate them. So that's the goal here.
Yeah, and that's the right way to go about it. And so that's what we've been kind of expanding on the last year, is experimenting with a lot of different game modes. So the kind of the drop party type weekly harvest that I mentioned is one, but then you can see this guy in front of you. His name is Melon Tusk, and he's the Vault manager. And basically, Vault is an asynchronous PvP mode where it's kind of like gamified staking, where you can. If you know how the game modes in Clash of Kings work and so on, is basically you can have a base, or in this case a vault, that other peoples can raid. And the way we kind of put it together with staking is that you can stake an amount of tokens and it will generate a yield. And then once in a while you have to come in and claim it. But other people in the meantime can also go and raid your vault and kind of steal your yield. And have like a PvP matchmaking there with levels and an elo ranking and stuff like that. And then another PvP that we just launched is a tournament builder, which we actually like. The main goal for it after the Harvester campaign is to collaborate with creators, with guilds, and everyone else to host their own tournaments that we could just sponsor with an additional prize pool or something. And that's kind of been a big update coming because perhaps I don't know if you go to it, if you go back to the dungeon where you started.
Okay. Let's go.
Back, back there. There you go. And then you go left and upstairs.
Left and upstairs.
So this is where the entrance to the arena is, and if you click on it, and you click create, the big button in the middle, you can see all these settings. And so what we kind of came up with is this builder that anyone can use, where you can specify whether you want equipment to allow equipment use, to allow to use consumables, which in this case it's fish that heals the Z, with fishing that we also recently released. And then the coolest mode is the sandbox mode, which basically makes all the players fight with the same level Zs, no matter how high their level is elsewhere. And so that's really cool because it's a great opportunity for new players to come in and participate in tournaments and win some prizes, something without having to, go through level ups and so on. So
nice. And you need about 1,000.
You need 1,000 B. Yeah, it's just kind of an anti-bot measure mostly. But 1,000 is not that much at all. You see, you just started, you have 138, and it was on the first level, so it's quite quick.
Definitely.
So we can explore the map a little bit, perhaps. So if you go back where you came from, so over the bridge.
Over the bridge.
Back over the bridge. You see upstairs where the people are going upstairs?
Yeah.
So you can go upstairs. There's not too much there. There's a fishing spot, but it was a place for our Genesis event where this character called Soulkeeper had emerged from. He was locked within the mountain for thousands of years, and when he came out, there was this whole kind of lore around it. You can also see the videos, and what we did here was like Fortnite inspired one-time show within the game where everybody had to come and for a few hours dig out of the mountain, and there was a whole big kind of a multi-week questing beforehand, where at the end it was revealed that he's inside of the mountain. Then everybody went there and dug him out, and then he took everyone on an interstellar journey where people basically teleported into cosmos and kind of flew through it and looked at all his backstory and so on. So it's just more of a, you can see everyone hanging out here because this is the highest level fishing spot where people with the legendary fishing rods come to get their kind of the biggest fish, basically.
Can you tell me a little bit about the equipment? Like, are people craft? Like, you unlock a fishing rod? Is it like an item that you can check out essentially? I'm getting a kick out of like the fishing animations too. It's full body.
Yeah, and the cool thing is you can see what everybody's catching, and whenever anybody gets any loot, you can see it above their heads. So it's kind of it's synchronized across the server. And so it's kind of fun when you open a loot box and everybody sees what you got and you have clicks on each other and so on. But yeah, so for now, there's no way to craft equipment. Mostly people have gotten them from these loot boxes from the weekly harvest that we had. Not so long ago, we started introducing equipment in the Forge, which is, if you go downstairs, there's a different dungeon there I can show you. You won't be able to enter it because it opens up only on weekends. Equipment falls there, but definitely professions, crafting, and all of that is going to be a big part because Zebras you're looking at now is alpha, and currently we're working on a massive land update because in November we also minted our land collection, which is going to introduce the whole tribal gameplay where people will come together to compete for resources and fight amongst each other. And so that's where we're gonna focus on a big land with lots of quests, with lots of professions and so on. And we started introducing skills or professions only recently, as you can see the icon on the bottom right that says skills. You can click on it, and currently it has just fishing and cooking, but there's going to be herbalism, alchemy, blacksmithing, and all of the other good stuff that you're supposed to have in a full-on MMO.
Nice. Well, I'm a really big fisher, so I can't wait to fish. I think every game should have a fishing mode.
That's true. It's just a very zen thing, and that's kind of one of our goals. So I don't remember what it's called, but there's basically this framework that describes different play styles among different players, right? Some are more social, some are more PvP based, some like single player questing stuff and exploring the world. There's these different play styles, and so our job is to balance and introduce an element for all these different players. And so fishing has been one of the latest ones that we introduced that really kind of started letting people lean into this whole social aspect of the gameplay. So now let's go downstairs.
Also, just to, we probably got about another 5 minutes, I think, for Z.
Oh, okay, no problem. I'll just show you a cool thing. Just go downstairs to the left. You see the big stairs at the bottom of the screen?
Here?
Yeah, here. Exactly. So you go there, go straight, then go over the bridge. So this is the fishing, this is the cooking spot where everybody cooks their fish. So this is like you go past the pyramid, don't go upstairs yet. It's also cool, you can go to the pyramid if you like.
Can I, you have to go through here?
No, go back. You can check that out later. I want to show something cooler first. So,
Okay.
Yeah, do you see the trampoline at the end?
Oh, yeah.
Go on the trampoline.
Nice.
So this is Rupert. He is our new kind of world explorer and adventurer that came to Zevers to kind of introduce shamans to the new land that's going to come. And you can actually go inside of the ship if you go further down. And I think it was just today that we released the update because Emberwing crashed out of the ship and crashed the ship and escaped from the ship. And so go to the right for now. And just, you can kick the chest, by the way, just so you can get some treasure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. You can do it once per day. It's just like a little whatever cool thing. But if you go back, I actually haven't explored it myself yet, but I think, okay, maybe you have to go outside and go further down the deck, because basically somewhere you should be able to go into the ship again.
That door, maybe?
Try this door, maybe.
What if you go between the staircases at the bottom?
Okay, give me a sec.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, go back into the first place that you were inside. Because I didn't even manage to check it out myself yet. What if you go up the stairs in the back there?
Yeah. Come on. Can I rotate?
No, not yet. It's we don't have, because it's a browser game, and in order to optimize it, we kind of, all the back textures are, hidden, so to say. But yeah, that's strange. So I'll have to look into it myself, where the new entrance is. But basically, you could go downstairs and explore the hull of the ship where this bird, Emberwing, was dormant all this time.
Love it.
And together with the ship, it was the first time that we introduced indoor spaces, which is really cool. So if you notice, you walked in and the roof kind of disappeared. And that was kind of also a new, pretty important feature for the future of the gameplay. So to get off the ship, you have to click on the cannonball.
Oh.
That's an update that gamers might overlook, but is definitely a big step.
I was gonna go for the rope actually. If you didn't tell me that, I would have gone down the rope.
Oh, that's the only way for now to get there, but to get up. And you can see these few eggs in front of you. These are the ones that we recently kind of introduced. There was also a little show where this guy whose remains you can see next to it came on his horse and kind of brought these eggs to, and you can also ride around.
Oh, nice.
I love mobility.
The map
Lovely.
has really evolved quite a bit since I last took
It's
it.
crazy. It's so
Almost
packed.
off
It's
the
like
ground.
it's a freaking zoo, and so we can't wait to get on the big land to kind of disperse these things a little bit because there's just like there's no space to put anything anymore.
It's also a good sign how many people are just roaming around.
Yeah, it looks
yeah.
good though.
So we have around, I think, around 2,000 daily active users across all platforms at the moment. And they're just split into lobbies because each lobby handles around 100 people at the moment. Because the map is not that big, and so there's a lot of concentration. And on mobile, and especially on the browser, it can cause like issues. I remember when we had our first event, and we didn't have this basically server splitting or the different lobbies. Our first event, it was like 1,500 people that came, and it just died instantly.
Yeah, that was probably nuts.
Nice.
Yeah, but cool. You can go into Portal as well if you the yellow one.
Oh, the yellow one, my bad.
Yeah, but it had the password, but I don't remember what the password was. Never mind. But it's basically another land that you can get to, but it's kind of just a little Easter egg thing. But I can send
Password.
you the password later on. Yeah, I thought
Okay.
I remembered it, but I don't. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thanks guys for checking this out.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for joining us, Arthur. This was awesome. Awesome overview of the game. I guess like before you hop off, is there anything? I know we obviously talked about the Treasure Harvester campaign, but is there anything at the moment that you want to put on people's radar just for the next couple weeks or months?
Yeah, so kind of one big thing, as I mentioned, is going to be our token launch in summer. And, in anticipation to it, we are going to be launching quite a big ambassador slash airdrop farming slash kind of, just a campaign that's going to involve all the game aspect, the PvE, the PvP, inviting other friends to play and so on. And that's going to be a big thing that's going to come. But before that, we have to get finished with the harvester. And we have currently the PvP, our big PvP tournament. It's ongoing with tournaments happening every 6 to 8 hours. The first three ones, so you aren't actually late to anything because the first ones have been canceled because of the infrastructure overload. And you can, like, whoever's watching, you're welcome to just check out our Discord and other channels to see when they begin, because you have a chance to compete with everyone else because there's no need for levels and anything else because it's a sandbox tournament. And there's like around 18 teams that participate with up to 300 people in a single tribe or team, basically for a place on the leaderboard, and then win ancient pyramids from treasure that you can later use to stake magic or sell them, because there's a lot of people like very looking to acquire lots of pyramids, whales who have their magic stacked somewhere.
Awesome. Love it. Sweet. Well, I think we should transition over to Knights of the Ether just to keep things moving, so we're on schedule. But Arthur, really appreciate you joining us. This was great. Everybody, stay tuned for more exciting updates from Zverse.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Arthur. All right, sweet. So we won't be having anybody join us from the Knights of the Ether team. They are wrapped up in another AMA right now. So I think we're good to just transition and just play through for a little bit. It's a nice, relaxing roguelike. So it should be nice and easy.
Nice, let's do it. Okay. Let me know when you see my screen.
Sweet.
Nice. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so you got set up with a nice juicy night, so make
sure. Definitely appreciate that. I love the art, I have to say. Ooh. I did start already. I had to reset my campaign when I got my night, but
okay, nice. Good.
Yeah. Dark Forest. Okay, let's start here. Ooh. Click on the orb. Ooh, I didn't do this though.
Yeah, it's got like a nice questing feel as you progress through each battle. I enjoy it a lot.
Let's go. I'm actually I wasn't really like the biggest TCG, but lately I've just been playing so much, and like I've been
There's so
really
many of
enjoying
them
it.
in the space.
Yeah,
Like, there's good PMF, I think.
I think it's fun, like
Yeah.
for sure. So let's have a look. No. I'm gonna do all the zeros. It's a strategy, guys. Use all your 0 cards so you don't waste.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, are you a very strategic player when it comes to this? Like, I honestly never had a strategy until like the past 6 months when I started playing them a lot more. But I don't think I realized how strategic you could be.
I think I am, but I'm probably not the best of the best. I used to play a lot of Gwent back in the day,
Okay, nice.
so I try to be, but don't take my word.
Yeah. Okay. I was a big Magic fan when I was in like at like summer camp and stuff.
Were
But I
you?
can't say I've stuck to it.
I'm a big fantasy person, so
Yeah, I mean,
saw this
yeah,
and I was like, yep.
yeah, I'm a huge like D&D fan and whatnot. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
love
hear
it
me out.
for sure.
I had a D&D campaign for the first time, and it lasted 7 hours.
Really, that's a lot.
That's a lot for a first timer.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared. I was a bit PTSD.
Yeah, people need to know to like ease people into it. That's like a pretty
Yeah,
first time.
but it was really fun. We had to continue it the next day because we didn't finish the campaign, and it was really fun. And I understand.
I did them like over like the full school year with some stuff in college. It's really fun.
I definitely think there's a role-playing community out there somewhere, and it'll be good to see more like people talk about like role-playing in general or narratives as well, because a lot of people like games, they spend a lot of time making the lore and like the story, the art, and I really appreciate it, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited about how AI stands to elevate, like just enrich a lot of like more lore-based games, like just the ability to like ingest all of the content that a team creates, but then also like build on it in a much more like frictionless way. I think is exciting. Just like seeing even NPC like AI characters, even if they're early versions of them, is just it's pretty mind blowing to see it in real life.
For sure, I can't wait. Like, I think seeing it, obviously first, and like seeing what gaming in general, like the whole gaming industry does, and then seeing it in Web3 too, and how that's going to affect our ecosystem and like the integration. Like, I don't know, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. It's exciting.
So I have a question. My knight, does it have any perks from the basic player, you think?
That's a good question. I don't personally hold any knights. I've only played the demo of Blightfell. I believe they have like a. Let me ask Fluke on the side so I don't give any misinformation here.
Okay, I'm gonna go on the right side. Ooh, claim all. Oh, that's some scary looking monster.
Yeah, they did a good job with the artwork.
I'm excited to play more after, because I'll be doing the Arbitrum arcade challenge later.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna start recording some fun games. And honestly, like I try to do all the games if I can. Like if I have like the time, I try to play everything.
They'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, honestly, if I can.
They're fun. There's not too many either, so we tried to make it pretty manageable for folks.
Yeah. But sometimes like there are games like last week, there was just like some games that I'm like, oh, okay, I need to play this game.
Yeah.
It was just got into the whole thing.
That's
And
the
like,
goal. So I'm happy to hear
yeah,
that.
I really enjoyed ZTX last week.
Good. Yeah, ZTX
Yeah.
is really fun. They've done an awesome job getting off the ground the last few months.
But
And they
honestly,
you have a house?
yeah, I didn't mint, so I got the starter pack. But I don't think ZTX knows. I have like, I think in the Sims, like maybe 700 plus hours, and I think in the total Sims, I have like 2,000 hours. So I love to build. So when I saw I had a house, I was like, okay, this is my zone. Like, let's get into it. But yeah, so I need to craft more and come back and keep crafting and making things.
Yeah, no, it's still early for sure, in terms of like some of the UX and whatnot. But I've been loving seeing people experiment the last couple months, and I did just like, for those who may not be aware, I guess, ZTX has their NFT collection on Arbitrum as well, which is like their Genesis Home collection, and they just like in the last week or two actually integrate the NFTs into the game. So previously you would basically have been provisioned like a standard templated kind of home in your area, but now if you own a Genesis home, that actual like image that you see in the NFT is the home that you can walk around. So they each have different wallpapers inside, different layouts, different visuals on the outside. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think I saw Sanjay and I think I saw Raiden's houses in game, and they looked really cool, and they all look so different. Like Raiden's one looked like some sort of club, and I remember Sanjay's one was like, it was just like full of colors. I couldn't describe it. It was just so wacky.
Sanjay's was cool. He's got a cool one.
Yeah, I can't wait to later on when I know they have updates coming up, and I know it like most games are early access, so like, you know, it's gonna take more time, they're gonna update. But I can't wait to get in, play some of the content creators and like walk around with them.
Yeah, no, exactly. It'll be surreal.
The X one, what does it mean? I wonder. Like,
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I assume it's just like a variable role, but I'm not certain what it's.
I guess it's like a random number generator, maybe.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure how exactly it's calculated. But yeah, for folks watching, like the general pace is you'll kind of play against a monster, then you'll move on to a subsequent stage. I think there'll be often like a treasure chest where you'll get some rewards. You may have an opportunity to like upgrade a card in your deck or swap it out. A pretty typical roguelike experience in that sense.
I like the music.
Yeah, no, it gives me Harry Potter vibes.
Yeah. Actually, fun fact, I grew up in the city where Harry Potter was filmed.
Really? That's right.
So like everywhere I go, like there's like Harry Potter merch, and I'm like, people just come here for the Harry Potter stuff. I'm like, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
We just got an answer from Yeshi in the comments section, so I'm gonna sauce that up here for a second. In answer to your question about knights, the answer was that knights have 2 completed runs per day compared to villagers, which get 1 completed run per day. Very helpful. Thank you, Yeshi.
Thank you. Spiritwell. Ooh, okay, I like upgrading. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I really gotta get in the zone. Don't want to make a fuss. What can we upgrade? I wonder what happens when we upgrade them.
It'll show you. It'll give you a little preview, I think.
I think so, it discards it, right? And then it gives you a better option.
Yeah, like for like the deal 5 damage, for example, I'm pretty sure it'll go to like deal 8 damage. So it should give you like whichever one you select, I think it'll give you it.
Okay. I'm gonna give my best card, guys. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, we're at the boss.
Nice.
Let's see if we can speed run this.
Yeah.
Okay. Dodge. I wonder when apply. Oh, I just realized like my HP carried on from the last match. I thought it
Yes.
it would refill. Oh no, that's
Tricky.
not good. Can I'll drink a potion. Yes. Yep. We don't want to die. Live on stream right now and make a full out self. I might have to retire. Okay, we've got. Okay, let me do this. Okay, we've got 2. I'm gonna dodge the next attack, and then. Okay, you can use the X without having anything. Okay, that's good to know. Ooh, okay. Oh, and we carried extra points. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, we'll use that. Exhaust. At the end of the turn, okay. Okay. Oh no. What's this? Damage potion, okay. This is kinda... You need to have a big brain, guys. So, I think... I'm wondering if I kill this one first. Like, did they die? Or if I kill this one, if it's worth it. Because I've got 59
pretty
each.
weak, at least.
I know. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I'll use that guy at least.
What? I cannot. Oh yeah, I can. What? Wait, he's 2 parts. Many?
Even worse.
Double all damage down next turn. Okay, let's do that. I'm just gonna use all this point.
Yeah, might as well.
2.
I was getting a bunch of like, there's like a combo that I was finding good where you get like a defense card, and then there's another one where you can like double your defense at the end. That's a good combo if you get that pairing.
Okay, let me know if you
see like 15 plus defense.
Like at the end of the, it says normally like at the end of the turn.
Yeah, I can have one this time.
Okay. Gonna try that. Oh, wait, no. Kill the front.
That guy is jacked though. This is gonna be tricky.
I know. Like we barely.
Looks cool.
What? Why would I? Okay, it's not for me. I thought I thought for a minute it was for me. I'm like, why would I want to get stunned? Let's just. Can I? I can't. Oh, I'm
not sure what the dash is actually.
I think I am stunned. But I'm not gonna waste my damage potion. Let's hope we don't die.
Nice.
Okay. If he doesn't summon anymore, I think we could leave here unscathed.
I don't think you will.
Oh.
Not that it's got lucky when I was playing earlier.
Oh, I can't turn this down. And then gain 5 defense. Dodge the next attack. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we should have used that. Never mind.
Alright, you're in pretty good shape.
I think we're doing okay. Ooh. Wait, I should read all the cards before like, doing everything. Ooh, okay. They're not bad, the cards. Not the best, but... Can I? What? Oh, go back. Gain 2 energy. Apply one burn. Seems like I can't. Just gonna end my turn. Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm
You
trying
have
so
one
hard not
more?
to swear.
I did not think that was gonna happen.
It's okay. I'm gonna just like, okay, my strategy now is just to kill
What's the one on the far right?
this one. It's double next
Okay.
turn. So YOLO. And then I'm gonna do this. Then I've got, just in case I don't die, and then I'm doing this, which is deal. Okay,
Yeah, that's a good one, I think.
okay, and then hopefully next turn. Okay,
Oh, nice.
guys,
That guy's
this is
almost
the
done.
strategy. Okay, guys, this is the strategy. Well, then he should be gone. Hopefully, he were done. Oh no, we're not. Deal 20.
I don't know what happened there.
We're gonna get rid of this guy.
Delay. Nice.
Oh, but he doesn't die. Okay, good to know for the next boss. But we're good now. Like nothing can hold us
Yeah.
back. Yay. Wonder what that. Oh, the debuff. Okay. Bye. It's knowing you. Oh wait, I spoke too soon. Okay, we'll do that later. Seems like we only have defense, so I think in that case, I want to see what this is all about. So let's do this. Let's do the one that you mentioned. And then we'll end our turn. Goodbye.
Oh, he's screwed. Yeah.
You're the
See
weakest link.
Yeah.
Yay! And what did we win? Rewards. Squire. Ooh. Predator. Ooh.
Sounds rare.
Cauldrons.
We like it.
Looks rare. I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay. What do you think we should go? I think we should like get the chat interactive here. Should we go on the left or should we go on the right?
Let's see if anybody replies. First to reply,
Yes.
we will take your answer.
If I die, it's
You have
on
30
YouTube.
seconds. If not, we're just gonna go.
You're gonna pick if not.
All right, let's go. Let's go right.
Okay. It's on you if we die.
We'll have the folks from Comment joining us in about 5 minutes. So yeah.
It looks harder, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna do some defense. You never know. We don't know how well they're gonna be. That noise. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we just want the highest defense. Yeah, we left unscathed. Love it. Deal. Okay. So this is like the third week you mentioned earlier. I noticed last time it was YP, I think, as a streamer. Who was the previous one as well?
We had Hantel for week 1.
Oh yeah, nice.
Hantel flies through these games.
Okay, hear me out.
I mean, I couldn't do it that fast either. I'd be hosed. But I was impressed. Like,
I think
he just was like lightning fast with his decisions.
He's really good at these, especially TCGs. I went on a tournament with him, and he won the whole tournament. Like,
yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which we were playing. Oh, Pirate Nation. Pirate
Oh
Nation.
yeah, they had a TCG RTS thing.
Yeah, exactly. And he was just like chefing it up.
I'm trying to remember the first games that week. So we had Pirate Nation, we had Ho.
First week was AI Arena,
Oh yeah,
Pirate
that's it.
Nation, Denino, and Treasure DAO was like their just the platform questing.
I really liked Pirate Nation.
Yeah, I love what they're building.
And
It's fun, and it's just fascinating what is happening like under the hood. It's just so cool that it's fully on chain.
I think it's fun. I like there's like different modes. I really like the PvP part. Like I'm very competitive, so I was really happy to do that.
Yeah, no, it's great. They're like constantly iterating. It's really awesome.
They were really nice too. Like when I posted that video, they responded and they were like, "Oh, I'm so happy we see you play," and I'm like, "Oh wow, it's nice when the team like are active on socials too."
For sure.
And they see it. They see like what's going out.
Yeah, they're great. We were just saying, Arbitrum had a GDC booth at the Gaming Developers Conference last week. Pirate Nation was there, so it was so fun, to be honest. Like I mean, I'm sure you have a similar deal. Like you're just sitting at home, like by yourself, playing these games all the time. Like having a chance to see people in person playing these games was like so wonderful. Like it's so motivating seeing like the smile on people's faces actually engaged in person. It was awesome.
I really wish I could go to GDC. I've definitely go in the future, but it looked so fun, so much FOMO. Though I did hear people got sick after, so wishing everyone that got sick.
Yeah, I was down for the count on Sunday and yesterday. The conference is going to be brutal.
Just drink tea helps. I was at NFT Paris a month ago, and unfortunately, I got COVID. Like whoever gave me COVID, shame on you.
Yeah.
But it was really fun.
Are you going to be at NFT NYC?
No, I'm not going to go, unfortunately. I only say I travel usually around to any places like in Europe and in Asia. I need to go to the US.
Yeah, that's sure. That's fair. I live in New York, so I'll be there for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely then. Yeah, but I love going to these events because you get to meet people in real life and to see faces of people you've been talking to for months online. It's just a weird feeling. And games, you get to meet the gamers and game projects that you see online. It's kind of weird.
No, it's fun. It's pretty funny going from like we talk about it a lot for sure. Like we're just online all the time, but going from Twitter to in person is like so refreshing.
Oh yeah, I love it. I think we're always on the computer, like to do these and to work, but go outside and like walk around with people. It's really nice. I think, I want to do them more. I think if anyone's in the audience, they know, and try to, go to these events more often if it's in your city, stuff like that. It's just so worth going,
I see we have Steph in here in the stage. So I think we're probably in a good spot to transition to, unless you want to finish this battle, then we can switch over to Cosmic Battle.
Yeah, let me do a handheld then. As much as I can. Almost done. Okay. Awesome. That was really fun. It was soothing.
Nice.
Really good for streaming for sure. Okay. Let me just change my screen. Okay. Gonna go on Epic Game Store just for this one.
Alrighty, we are welcoming Steph to the stage. Steph is the head of marketing at Cometh, creators of Cosmic Battle, which is the next game that we will be demoing today for Chapter 3 of the arcade. Thanks for joining us, Steph.
Hi there. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Doing excellent. Even better now that you're here.
Having some fun? I saw you
Yeah, let me
play.
just share my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, it's been good. We played Zverse for the first 30 minutes, just wrapped up Knights of the Ether, and now we have Cosmic Battle. So it should be a similar vibe to the previous game, but obviously a very different theme and whatnot. So, but yeah, excited to have you on, Steph.
Likewise. Let me launch the game as well, so that we can have a one.
Oh no. Are we gonna be PvPing?
Can we do that?
We could do that.
Yes, we can.
Nice. All right, sweet. I haven't actually had a person to play with yet, so that's helpful to know.
Nice. Okay, I shared my screen. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes, let me get it up.
Nice. All right. I'm excited for this one.
Oh, you have to do the tutorial.
Yes, I need to go through it with you guys. No spoilers.
I have to give you guys props because before I had a chance, like post Epic Games Store launch, I hadn't had a chance to go in and download it, and I was just in the Epic Games Store and came across it like on the homepage. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." So yeah, nicely done there.
So, Petra, would you like me to run you through the project, like the headlines?
Yes, please.
Well, to tell you a little bit more about the studio, so I'm working for Cometh. That's a company that was created in 2021 by a guy called Jérôme de Tichet, who also happens to be the president of Ethereum France. And Jérôme was a hardcore gamer, and so were our co-founders. And so they decided to merge both their passions, doing blockchain and games and putting blockchain into games. So we started developing fully on-chain games in 2021. We released several experiences, and we came up recently with Cosmic Battle, which is a next-generation trading card game that's available on the Epic Game Store, but also on Ultra and Hyperplay. And the real objective that we have with this game is to be able to onboard any type of players, obviously Web3 savvy players, but also traditional TCG gamers, players of Hearthstone, Magic, or Runeterra, and make them understand that blockchain can bring something good in video game experiences. So that's what we're trying to do pretty much. So we put the emphasis on the experience, obviously, but we also develop our own tech. So as you just saw when you created your account, we have an account abstraction solution. So you do not need a wallet to connect to the game and play. You do not need to pay any gas fees whenever you interact with the chain, and you do not have to sign TX as well. And we also have our own layer 3, and this is why I think we are part of Arbitrum Arcade, right? Because we just released our own layer 3 based on Arbitrum. We are the first project leveraging Arbitrum Orbit, and we are very happy to be part of the Arbitrum family. So far, the collaboration has been stellar, and really happy to be part of Arbitrum Arcade too.
Nice. Thank you so much for the intro. It was really nice. It's good to know the founders. I'm based in France, so
Oh, you are?
I noticed. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I live in Paris. I was just saying earlier, I got a COVID from NFT Paris, so maybe you were there too. Unfortunately, I hope you didn't catch COVID.
No, I'm okay, but I mean, we will invite you to our office then, so that you can try it in person.
Yeah, I would love that.
Are you familiar with TCGs at all? Like, have you played
Yes.
Hearthstone? Yeah.
I played Hearthstone. I played a few. I was saying earlier, I'm not the best TCG player, but when I find a really good one, I like it. I played a lot of The Witcher back then, and there's a side quest of Gwent, so then it became its own standalone game, and I got really down the rabbit hole into that. But my partner he probably has like 3,000 plus hours in Hearthstone. So
Oh wow.
I see this daily. Like I
Oh,
see
yeah.
this. If I leave the room now, I will know he's playing Hearthstone at this moment. So yeah.
I can see that you know your stuff about TCGs because you already handle the game quite well.
Thank you.
Usually, people who do not know about TCGs, they are just struggling with dragging and dropping cards and understanding the mechanics. But you'll see that if you have already played the TCG, the core gameplay is really easy to understand. Um, I think that what we're very proud with this game is the depth of the mechanics that you have. We have more than 200 cards at the moment, and we're planning to release several extensions in the future. So this is a live game that will be enriched over time, pretty much.
I've been hearing actually really good things about the game. Actually, some of my friends have been saying, even though it's a TCG, like it's very interactive and just really good things, and it's
Nice.
fun. So that's a good start.
That's nice
No,
to hear.
definitely. Yeah, you guys crushed like the visuals. It feels like a very
Pixel art,
immersive.
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
we have amazing artists, and when you know pixel art, you know that it's really difficult to find really good artists, and
Yeah.
we're lucky to have, I mean, two stellar artists. I'm pretty happy with how the game looks. And at the moment, you see the default background, but you'll see I will play a deck that will allow you to travel to a new type of environments. We're also bringing some depth in terms of the environments in which you can play.
Nice. I think people don't realize about pixel art. I find it very hard to draw because I have a sprite on my computer, and it's like people just think, oh, you can just draw normally, but actually, if you draw a line, it's called jaggy or jagged. I can't remember what it means, but when you draw like a circle, you can't just make it smooth as you do like you draw on a pencil.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
I am such a sucker for pixel art.
Yeah.
Mhm. Same.
We did an Arbitrum card back, so unfortunately I didn't win it, even though I'm working at Cometh, so I cannot rock to show it to you. But we have a really cool one that we released for the Arbitrum community,
Yeah,
and
it's
we
awesome.
have we have an even better one that will arrive in the upcoming weeks as well.
Ooh.
What is can you fill people in, Steph, on like where does the blockchain enter the
Yep.
picture with Cosmic
Yep.
Battle? Like is
Yeah,
it
sure
owning
thing.
the assets or is it like logic? That would be awesome.
The blockchain fuels the trading economy. So it's a trading card game, and usually, the Web2 trading card game do not deliver on the trading promise because you cannot exchange your cards or all the assets that you have in game. So for us, the blockchain is a way to fuel this economy. We have our own philosophy when it comes to putting blockchain into games. For us, blockchain can only be part of a game if it brings added value in the experience. Like we really did not want to start thinking like building a blockchain product. First and foremost, we are developing a video game. And once we have this good base, how can we enhance it and improve it with blockchain? So for us, naturally, a trading card game, you can leverage NFTs for the cards, obviously, but also for any other items in games like cosmetics, like the ship that you have here on the board. And so it's pretty much trading fueling the trading economy. So people can own their NFTs. It's minted directly in the wallet we deploy for them using our account abstraction solution. And then from there, they do whatever they want with what they own. But we also have a part of the game that's off-chain because we also want people who are not necessarily interested in blockchain, enjoying this game. And at some point, being able to convert them into blockchain and make them learn and convince them that blockchain can bring good in video game experiences. But we were careful in not putting blockchain in every aspect of the game. That's my point.
Cool. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
All right, so I give you one trial run, Pachara. Next opponent is gonna be me.
Okay. I'm not freaking out right now.
Okay. I will play with an easy deck. Don't worry.
Okay.
Steph's getting ready to wax you.
Okay, I'm gonna sit properly. I
No,
need
because
to.
I want Pachara to keep playing, so I do not want to
I got you. I'm teasing.
bring my best deck and crush everything.
So
But
I have a question.
Yep.
So this is here the 10. This is like the energy, right?
Yep.
And the 40, is that what is this exactly?
It's the size of your deck. So the decks that you bring into battle feature 40 cards, and you can put up to 2 duplicates per card that you own.
Okay.
And at the difference of classical card game, I would say, you'll see that whenever you play a card, it's not definitely discarded. It's put into the discard pile. And whenever you run out of your drawing pile, so whenever you have played the 40 cards, then the discard pile is reshuffled into the drawing pile. So it's creates another type of gameplay. In Hearthstone, you have to think about the economy of your deck, so saving cards for future combos, etc. Here, that's not really what we are trying to do. We wanted to have a more intense and dynamic gameplay because we're also thinking about mobile. We'll be on mobile soon, so for mobile, we need to have games that go fast and that are dynamic. And so this type of gameplay allowed us to add a new types of gameplay style into the TCG environment.
Yeah, I think it would be really good on mobile. And I think this year we're going to see more mobile games come in for sure.
Yeah,
These games,
definitely.
these games are definitely great fits for mobile. And I also just tend to think that mobile is a really excellent path for Web3 proliferation.
Definitely. For adoption, that's where you want to go, right?
Yeah. And distribution, it just seems like a great solution. I play in a disturbing amount of Marble Snap as a mobile. That's like my go-to mobile game.
Marvel Snap is crazy addictive. Like when you launch the first game, you say, okay, that's an okay game, but you end up playing hundreds of hours to get those skins of cards, etc.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a friend. His name's Matt, and he's from Owned, and I think he's the most obsessed person with Marvel Snap.
Yeah,
it's very good
job with that game. It just touches on all the right strings. Like as a superhero fan, it's a good game.
And I can also draw one. I see. Oh, and it takes one. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so when you draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whenever you run out of cards, then you automatically draw a new card, but it doesn't cost energy. So it's always in the same spirit to make games dynamic and intense.
Are you guys doing any sort of like tournaments or anything like that over time?
Yeah, we do. We actually have our season 1 tournament that's running at the moment. These are the last days to qualify for the playoff that will happen on Saturday.
Right.
We have a prize pool of 2 Ether for this time, but we have a strong competitive DNA. Before this game, we had an alpha version running that was called Comet Battle. It was launched mid-2022, and we ran about dozens of tournaments throughout its lifetime with more than 1 million worth of rewards. And our head of gaming operations was actually the manager of all the esports scene for Blizzard for the European Union. So yeah, there is a strong competitive DNA, and this first tournament won't be the last, definitely not.
Nice. All right. Well, so you said the last day to register for like the competitive element is today?
You don't have to register, you just have to play, but we qualified the top 32, but we rewarded the top 500. So
Nice.
if you jump right now and start playing until Saturday, and if you're good at TCGs, you might have a chance to qualify for the rewards.
Cool.
For the playoffs will be a little bit complicated because we have some OGs playing at the moment. They have strong decks.
Okay, so you've been warned, but there's a good opportunity.
Yeah, but the marketplace is already running, so you can acquire cards from other players in our marketplace at the moment. So you can already start building good decks because there are some really good cards being sold at the moment.
Nice.
If you have questions, Patra, obviously you can share them. I can answer.
Yeah, I wanted to know, create copy with burnt.
Yep.
What is that?
Burnt. So the burn mechanic is pretty much when you play a card, it's gone for the whole game. If you recall, when you play a card, it goes into the discard, but it's not definitely discarded. With a card that has burnt is definitely gone, so you cannot have it in your drawing pile whenever you run out of card.
And there was one before in the deck. It said overload an opponent. What?
Yep. Overload is pretty much diminishing the energy of opponents for their next turn.
Oh, okay. That's pretty OP.
This is one of the strongest mechanic in the game. You want to be careful to the energy that your opponent has and your own energy as well. So you always want in your deck at some point to have energy debuff or buffs to make sure that you can control your opponents or get quicker in the way you install your board.
Nice. Well, I'm definitely going to be entering the tournament. Going to practice.
All right.
I'll
Well,
be
you
there.
still have 2 days because the snapshot is on Thursday. But I'm pretty sure that if you try hard now, you can have a spot.
So I was focusing on the game. Can you explain again, like how I could enter the tournament?
Yep, pretty much just by playing. So there are qualifications that go through our leaderboard. So the top 500 will get rewarded. So the top 500 share the 2 ether that I mentioned. And the top 32 qualify for playoffs that will happen on Saturday.
Saturday.
And
Nice.
obviously, this is the first tournament, but we are launching season 2 next week because the early access, I didn't mention that, but the game is in early access status. And we are going final and the launch of our season 2 on April the 3rd. And I can already tease that we'll have an even bigger tournament for season 2.
Nice.
With an even bigger prize pool.
All right, I have a question for you. So even if somebody's coming over like as a veteran of TCGs and whatnot, it may be a foreign experience where they're like going out and buying cards, for example, and they may have to approach their curation a bit differently given that. So I'm wondering, like, do you have any guidance or any strategy that you might be able to share with folks as it relates to like deck building for Cosmic Battle?
Yeah, so actually on cosmicbattle.com, we put together what we call the Cosmic Academy. So we have several articles there to educate people on key aspects of the game. One of them being deck building. And in this article, you will see several examples of decks you can build with low resources. So starting the game, what strategy you can opt for with early cards that you can get. I think that for people that are used to TCGs, like hardcore Hearthstone players, for instance, there are some mechanics that they have seen in other TCGs. Direct damage, shielding, healing. This is something that's common to any types of TCGs. So managing that is easy for them. Then I guess it's just about putting some time into the game and get to play different cards, understanding the mechanics that you haven't seen anywhere else, playing against other people that have other decks and discover new cards. So we give a starter deck to all players at first. That includes basic cards and something you can already enjoy playing. But after this, it's just about testing stuff, playing several games against different opponents to truly grasp all the mechanics that are in Cosmic Battle.
Nice.
Super helpful.
So you're in a rough situation at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. This is a tough game, but this is your first, so you have an excuse.
Yes. And then I'll have to fight you next, so that's... I have to prepare myself.
I will play cool cards.
Okay.
So you
What
can
are the
see
What are the satellites called again on the sides?
On the orbits, I think.
These are arbiters, yeah. So
Orbiters.
arbiters are pretty much units that you deploy on the battlefield. And they have their own effects that activate whenever you end your turn. So this is not something that you can activate manually. These apply at the end of your turn. So this is another way of playing units in TCGs as well.
Mm-hmm. I have a question that's pretty random, but just out of pure curiosity. Do you guys have plans at all? Because like one of my favorite things as like a kid when I was playing like Magic the Gathering and other TCGs is just like the artwork on the cards. It's just so captivating and tells the story of the world that you're playing and whatnot. So I'm curious, like, are you guys do you guys do all of the artwork for the cards in house, or do you have plans at all to like lean into like UGC or anything like that and open it up to community?
That's a very good point. We do all the arts for the cards internally with our amazing pixel artists.
Mm-hmm.
But the objective in the long run, and since you're a Marvel Snap player, is to have as much customization possibilities when it comes to the cards. So we already have the card backs, but we also entertain having different types of skins for the illustration. Like for instance, here you have the deploy fighter orbiter. We can imagine having options in the future where the illustration will change, whether it is something created by us or the community for UGC. Actually, we are updating the game tomorrow with a major update that will introduce gold cards. So people will be able to craft gold cards starting tomorrow.
Nice.
This apply mainly to the frame, but you can imagine in the future that this crafting system will also apply to the illustration itself. So we built the game in so that in the future, doing this kind of stuff would be easy, definitely.
Love it. Yeah, that's fun.
Marvel's app was a really good reference for us in terms of how they managed to strengthen the game in terms of horizontal content. You know, not just
Totally.
dropping modes, new cards. You also understand that whenever you enrich the game horizontally, like adding new ways of customizing stuff, make people stay. So this is definitely a good benchmark for us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Like their whole approach with like frames and like
Yeah.
2D versus 3D versus like holographic and whatnot. It's like every time you play, like you feel like you're making progress and the game is changing a little bit. Your deck is enhanced a bit. Like
Yeah.
it's a very rewarding experience in that sense.
I think that now this has become a best practice for all TCGs. Like you need to have that because the card fantasy for TCG players is super important.
Mhm.
You can have, I think, the best TCGs in the world with the best mechanics. If you want people to stay longer, you need to give them options to
Yep.
customize what they own. And so this is what we're trying to do.
Yeah, it's kind of a fascinating dynamic. It's like it's like very secondary to the game, but very important
Yeah.
from the player's perspective.
Yeah, obviously the most important is gameplay.
Yeah,
But once you have a good gameplay, how do you make people stay? And it's by obviously releasing new types of cards, new extensions, but not only. There's the horizontal content that needs to be taken into consideration as well. And this is something that Web2 companies have been doing for several years now. And it's important also, even if we want to innovate in the gaming sphere, to capitalize on what works in the traditional gaming sphere.
I agree. I like how you're taking the Web 2.5 approach as well,
Yeah.
making it easier for people,
Thank you.
for like, people that don't necessarily know about Web 3, and then slowly kind of convert them, bring them in.
Yeah, thank you. This is, I think, the best approach to do this. And at some point, the objective is to have as many people as we can, educated about Web3. But I think that to arrive there, you need to have some kind of transition. And I think we managed to have a product that have the features to make this transition. But I mean, we're not the only one doing this. I mean, there are so many good projects at the moment. The quality level of Web3 games at the moment is absolutely insane. And I think that's all that comes from the realization after 2022. People realized that Web3 gaming could be more than just putting blockchain into a game, and that they needed to have, a great experience, great art, great mechanics, and then how can blockchain improve all that? So do
Yeah, I
you want?
lost.
Yeah, do you want to?
we'll forgive you.
Uh,
Yeah,
We won't tell anybody.
I mean,
let,
I'm up for a game.
let me send you a code in the chat. So how can I share the code? Can I share in the chat here?
Yeah, if you go to the private chat on StreamYard, that's probably the best place to drop it.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. And then where do I put that code?
So you click on play,
Ah, yeah.
and you have private, and you just have to enter the code.
Nice. Who is going to play first? That's interesting that you put that there.
You do not have to create. You can just join. So you have a sub menu at the top of this pop-up. Like you have
Oh, yeah.
create and spectate, and you just
Oh, okay. In the games, do you get to pick who goes first, or is it random?
when it's purely matchmaking, it's random. But whenever you create private game, you decide.
Okay.
This is a feature that is actually a legacy of our competitive history, because whenever you create tournaments, you need at some point in playoffs to be able to choose who starts first based on their seed. And so this is something that was pretty much driven by the competition that we organize in the game.
Yeah, it's very strategic, I think. I notice a lot when I play in TCGs, I used to go first, and then I noticed like sometimes it's a bigger advantage to go second, because then you have time to kind of like think what you're gonna do, or sometimes you get more, I don't know if this case, but you get more energies in some TCGs. So
I'm going to try to play slow so that you can, understand all the cards that I play, because there are some that will be new for you. But as you can see, I have a cool card back on the top. So this is the how we start customizing the experience.
hold on a minute, I'm sharing my screen right now. You can see my deck.
Oh, that's okay, because I know the deck that you use the default one. And it's not like Hearthstone. So since your cards will be removed at the end of your turn if you don't play them,
Okay.
it doesn't have any consequence.
I didn't even think about that. That's pretty funny.
For this one, is it the number of cards you have in your hands, or is it the number of these points?
It's the amount of cards you have in your hands.
Okay.
So, and including the card that you play. So in this case, it will be 5. So here, potentially, what you could have done is to draw some cards to increase.
Oh yeah, that would
damage
have been smart. You learn halfway. This looks good.
So just so you know, I'm playing a deck that's quite aggressive. It's a direct damage deck. So my objective here will be to deal as many damage as I can to put you under pressure and keep a constant pressure on you. So what I need to do here is play as many cards as I can per turn. So a key for you to counter this is to debuff my energy.
Is to what, sorry?
It's to debuff my energy. So you lower my energy each turn if you can. This way, I cannot play as many cards as I want, and I deal less damage to you.
Okay, let's hope we get a good deck.
So here, you just played an Arbiter that deploys, not deploys, but puts parasites in my drawing pile. This is a really annoying mechanic whenever you encounter those, because what you want is draw cards that you can play and not cards that you can't. And in this case, whenever you play a parasite, you also lose HP.
Nice.
So here I'm going to get rid of your Arbiter because it's going to be annoying.
We'll be back.
Oh, I have such a bad deck, actually. I think I took the wrong one.
That's good news for me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not a good deck. I mean, cards don't match well.
All right, I'm getting that much. I'm loving all these animations though. Seeing a lot more.
Okay. Question: if I don't use the cards now, it's gonna come back when they draw.
Yep.
Or if I use them, I do notice they come back again. So how does it work?
So here, as you can see, you have 30 cards in your drawing pile. you have 6 cards in your discard pile. So here, these are cards that you either play or did not play. And whenever you are running out of card in your drawing pile, so whenever it comes to 0, then all the cards that have been put in the discard pile will be reshuffled and will now take the place of the drawing pile.
And what's this card? The double impact. Draw 1 card if played during this time. How does that work?
So you're going to draw a card, and if you play this during your turn, the effect will apply twice. You gotta be careful because this is a card that has 3 energy. You only have 4 left. So if you don't draw a card that's 1 energy, you won't benefit from its effect.
Sprint now.
And here you see you had 1 energy left, and you had 1 card with 1 energy that you could have played, and that would have given you 2 energies extra for next turn.
Okay. And if you carry, let's say my strategy was I had 1 energy left, so I was thinking that it would come back to the next turn and add the addition for that turn, if that makes sense. Does it do that? Like, let's say if I had 1 energy, does it go to the next turn? I'll have +1 energy from that last turn.
In this case, the cards that you were going to play, the mechanic is to give you energy the next turn.
Yeah.
But you also have cards that give you energy that turn. Well, my deck is absolutely horrible. Like, nothing matches. There's no combo possible. Right, so I'm gonna do that. Well, I'm going to play cool cards then.
Secret?
Yep, secrets.
Oh no.
Wait, what does that mean, secret? You played it like fake or something?
So a secret is pretty much a trap. So those traps are hidden until the player does a certain action. And those actions depend on the type of secret that you play. So if you have a direct damage, like for instance, you can play Mini Timor, Mini Timor, and you deal damage to my face. That's the 3rd card on your hand.
What's the wake up call card? What does it do?
You apply it to one of your arbiter, and the effect of this arbiter will apply right away on top of applying at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So for instance, if you apply it to your medic will heal you by 4 right now, and at the end of your turn, it will also heal you by 4.
Okay.
Nice.
See, here you had still 2 energy left, and in this case, you want to spend all your energy.
All of them. Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it's not, you do not have to make the economy of the cards, because at some point they will be reshuffled, even if you play them.
Okay. I was trying to be careful, I'm playing with you, so I was trying to be very careful. Normally I do a hand towel. I just go in and just play. I don't think. So I'm really in this game.
That won't work here.
Right. This arbiter is quite cool, actually.
Ooh. But it's kind of like a shield then.
The scavenger.
Yeah.
No, the scavenger. Let me show you the effect. So I'm going to deal damage to it, and whenever it's losing HP, it gains as much attack. Yeah. So at next turn, obviously.
I shouldn't have asked.
So here it is. So I put a secret, and the mechanic of this secret was to cancel the next direct damage attack you would play.
What does the flagship orbiter do? Is that one OP? It looks OP.
I would pick the center secret here. the energy trap. That's one of the strongest secrets we have in the game. The flagship arbiter pretty much buffs the two arbiters that are next to it.
So this one gives you a parasite, right?
No, it's you're getting ring of a parasite I put in your deck. Because if you don't play it, it will come back again, and it's not something that you want if you want to draw good cards.
So you either just keep drawing it and deal with that, or just take the -3 once, basically.
So you'll see how your secret works. I'm going to play a card, and you will get an energy buff next turn because of it.
No. So this one gains 2 power for this round, right?
Yeah, and for all the damage cards.
What was the step? I saw you have you have the blue shield next to your ship that had 6 and it had 1. Is that like, how is that
Like
calculated?
Like the blue hexagon.
Yeah.
This is shield, so you can play cards that grants your ship shield. It's a little bit different than healing yourself, because there are cards that are linked to the amount of shield that you have on your ship.
All right, it's pretty much neck and neck right now.
Oh, so I saw you took some of your HP.
Yep, there are cards that are asking you to make a sacrifice on your HP in compensation of another effect. In this case, I lost HP to gain energy next turn.
Yes, I see. Yeah, because I took a lot of your energy last turn. Oh dear. Okay. What was the burnt one again? Copy with burnt.
Burn is a card that when you play it, it disappears forever. So it's not going to the discard pile. You can only play it once per game.
And how do I know if I have a parasite? Because I remember I had one, but I don't know if I still have them.
I think you played one, so you got rid of it by playing it. But you might have some others in your deck. I think I put more than one.
Oh no, that was dumb. I want to see what happens. I don't have... Deal 3 damage. This is quite tough.
Yeah, the first game are usually a little bit tricky, but I'm sure that you will get to know the game really quickly. So I don't know if you noticed, but I had several times only one card left in my hand. So whenever I play it, instead of having no cards in my hands, I draw cards automatically, and it doesn't cost energy. So I was in a situation that was really comfortable because I had a lot of energy, and cards were being drawn automatically without having to spend. So I had been able
Yeah.
to draw at least 5 cards just by getting rid of all the cards I had. So here, what you would like to do is to destroy more arbiters, yeah, because
Yeah.
they are getting quite strong.
Mm. I mean, there's no point. Okay.
All right, that's a cool arbiter actually. Nice.
Parasites are brutal.
Yeah, they are. They are actually decks that are completely driven towards destroying your opponent's deck by putting a lot of parasites in there. And
I've only got parasites now. So I've got 3 parasites. I mean,
So you can either like take -9 or
you can
just.
just play them at this point.
oh no.
Do you ever have visibility into like how many parasites are in your deck, or is it you just kind of have to keep?
Nope, you need to count that. Yeah.
Yep,
There are ways to do it whenever you are a little bit advanced in the game, is by calculating the cards that have been burned and the amount that you still have in your deck, and then you make just an addition and see how many parasites are in there. But this is advanced gameplay.
You were losing a lot of HP. Is it because you had parasites and you were?
Yep, I
it?
have parasite and I have this card that allows me to get energy next turn, but losing HP in compensation. That's the card called Intern Mechanic.
Oof.
I'm being really aggressive right now because I see that you are really low in HP. So I'm pretty much betting that I will have better damage in the next turn, and if I don't, I lose.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I think this is it, guys. This is it. Two. Okay. Let's give me.
What's the expert say?
I wouldn't take the middle one because you have 3 energy left. If you play this, you cannot play any other cards. Then between the 2 others, I would take Mini Timor because you can burn a parasite that's in your deck. The planetary support is super good if you can have it early in the game, because each time you play it, the damage of the card increases. But since we are pretty much 1 turn away of the end of the game, you won't benefit from its effect. All right, let's see my draw. We'll see.
It's the last moments now.
Yeah. I think I have a way. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Don't say that.
Let me try to play that. Alright, so good for 1 turn. I'm pretty sure you can kill me next. Oh, you should be able to. So at first, if I can give you an advice, I would play Arbiter Restock.
This
Just
one?
to, no, the Arbiter Restock, yeah, to see if you can draw a damaged Arbiter.
It would probably be this one. Okay. Wait, this is 3. It's pretty bad. I think I'm
This is dire.
gone. It's really tight.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna survive this. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm done for.
it's gone and back.
It's gone.
All right, GG.
Gave me hope, you know. I had hopium towards the end.
For your first game and not knowing the mechanics, it was really, really close.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, we got really close.
Yep. So now you have all the bases to try hard the game and qualify for our playoffs.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was perfect. Thank you for. I'm glad we got some direct PvP action. That's a lot more fun. I said, like, we're at time here, so Steph, before we close out, do you have? I know we touched on a few things throughout our time together, but if there's any big call-outs that you have on your end that you'd like folks to have on their radar, or any activations coming up, like the tournament, floor is yours.
Stay tuned tomorrow. If you follow our Twitter account and join our Discord, we have a major update arriving with the introduction of gold cards, of ships in the experience. And then the big rendezvous will be on April the 3rd. It's the end of the early access and the launch of the 1.0, plus the launch of our Season 2 with many events, many surprises, and a huge tournament at the end of the season.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
And Pachara, well, I'll see you in Paris then.
Yes, thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you, Steph.
Thank you so much for
guys.
joining me, Steph. Appreciate it. Pachara, thank you for hosting. We really appreciate it. Catch us next week for week 4 of the Arbitrum Arcade. We will catch you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.